So hello everyone. So in this video we will see how we can use leafletjs and Geojson. So let's get started. So I have Visual Studio Code opened, okay, and let's create a simple HTML file. Head, body. In head we will have you go to downloads. From there get the CDN link, and so the CDN links are here. Now we have a div of ID map. Style will give with 100%, okay, full screen, and height 100%, okay, full screen. Okay, and script will be function. We give a name, let's say my map, okay, our function, and inside this we will have our code. So and we will call this, okay, so we'll call this function my map, okay, and here we will have our code. So what will be there in our code? So go to overview. There you will find this initialize the map. So let's copy this, paste it here, and let's give a zoom level of 3, okay, and we will have a tile. Okay, so tile is actually the images which will be rendered in the frame. So if you don't give that, see what happens. So it's a frame, but you are not getting any images. So how will you get those images? So we need a tile. Okay, now this tile, if you save and you reload, okay, so you get this. Okay, so this you see in some other languages we are getting, and okay, some are in Chinese and all. So if you are okay with this, you can use this style which is out of the box. Otherwise you go to Google, search OpenStreetMap tiles, come over here, and here you will get tiles. Okay, now the thing is, all are not working. Okay, so some actually works. I found two over here which actually is working for free. Others might be paid and you might require some key. Okay, so we will use free one. Okay, so let's get this tile once. Okay, so we can remove this URL from here, and we give this, and we are seeing this. Okay, if you need a dark version, okay, if you like a dark mode kind of, you can remove this and give this. Okay, so here we have a dark mode also. Okay, so this is the map, and now I will be using the lighter version actually. Okay, so this one. Okay, so now we will see how we can use GeoJSON. So go to geojson.io, and here you log in. Okay, first you have to log in with your GitHub account. So first if you have a GitHub account, then you just give your credentials, log in to geojson.io, and then you will be able to download. Otherwise you can generate, but you won't be able to download. Okay, so here you can create structures. Okay, let's say I want to create a rectangle, for example. Okay, so let me create a rectangle, for example, like this. Okay, so here the GeoJSON file is generated for us. Okay, it is a type polygon, it has coordinates. Okay, so you can download this. So let's save this. So let's save this, cut this, and coming to desktop, our folder, pasting it here, coming over here, so this is the file. Okay, so what we'll do, we will create this is a rectangle, so rectangle dot js. Here we will have variable rectangle equals, and we paste this. Okay, So now we can use this in our map. So how we do that? So we have script and here source, so we will basically include that rectangle. So rectangle.js, and then you come over here in the leaflet website. Here go to tutorials, and here you will find Geojson. Okay, so here we have to add one line of code. Okay, so this one. Okay, so this one, what it will do, basically it will add Geojson. Okay, and we have to give our variable name. Okay, so we will have to give our variable name. So we have to give our variable name. Okay, so let's give our variable name, which is rectangle, and let's see whether it gets reflected in our map. So you see it gets reflected in our map. Okay, you can also give a action over here. Okay, like so, and you can give a function, and here you can write this function. Okay, so on each feature. Okay, so here, so on each feature function, you give feature function, and here we are giving our, in our properties, let's see our GeoJSON properties, we don't have anything, right? So we want to, let's say, display on pop-up, we want to display some things. Now what to display? It's not, we don't have any properties, right? So let's give one. Okay, let's, then we can give one. So let's give a name of, let's say, rectangle 1. Okay, and let's save this. Okay, so now let's download this. Let's download this and put it in this folder, replacing it. Okay, so now let's open, let's copy this, put it in the rectangle, where rectangle equals, and now we can give right now. So basically if we come over here, what is the property now? Let's see. So under properties we have name. Okay, so now we can give name, properties dot name, and now if we see, we can, on click we are getting rectangle 1. Okay, so basically what this function is doing, it's binding a pop-up to this particular rectangle. Okay, so when we click this, we are getting this pop-up with name. Okay, now this isn't very useful here, right? So what can we do with this? Okay, so what we will do, go to Google. Okay, you can also create lines. Okay, if you want, you can similarly create line. Let's show one that, and then we can go to the next part. Let's delete this feature, let's create line. Okay, let's say one line like this. Okay, something like this, something like this, and okay, that's it. Okay, now let's save this line. Let's save this line. Okay, it's just hover. So GeoJSON, this one, show in folder. Let's rename this as, where is rename, line. Cut this, put it in my folder. So now we want to show that line also. So basically copy this and now put line dot js, and here put this, and variable line equals this. And now since we have the line, so we have to import it right before we use it. So basically line.js, and now we have the line, so basically we have to add it in our map. So just write where, okay, my layer, for example 2 equals l dot geojson line, okay, dot add to map. So now we have added the line also. So let's come in our map and let's see. So you can see the line is also added. Okay, so the line is also added and we have this. Now this is not very useful still, right? So let's remove this. Okay, so we will remove this part. Okay, so now what we will be doing is we will also remove this, and we will give this world map, okay, .js. Now we don't have that file, so how do we get that file? Okay, so come over here and in Google write world countries geojson file. Okay, so world countries geojson file, and you can download the geojson file. Basically it has the mapping for the countries. Okay, so just download this. Okay, so I think I already downloaded it. So let me go over to downloads. Okay, so let me cut this, put it in my folder, and here let me rename this as world country geojson. Coming over here, let's rename and put the type as JS. Okay, so JS world countries, and here we put variable world country equals, okay, so now we have world countries. Now we can use that. So world countries, we have world countries, and now we have to add that. So in GeoJSON, what we will do, we will go to GeoJSON, where is that line? Okay, so this one, l.geojson.add to map. Okay, so now we add that, and here we give world countries. Okay, our, and now let's see how does that look. Okay, so now you see that it's actually our map has this highlighted. Okay, all the countries are there. Okay, now we can change the color also. So let's go over here, and here we will add style, and we can give style. So I think we can give some colors, fill color. So this one, okay, so let's copy this color part from here. Okay, so this color part we will have. So let's see. Okay, so okay, so what's style? Yeah, it's fine only. Okay, let's keep the function part blank now. Let's see. Okay, so one bracket is missing basically. So this one's bracket is missing. Okay, so what I found was actually that we have to give this function also, okay, for it to work. So so basically we are giving this function, okay, and maybe pop-up is not mandatory, that is not mandatory, but then I think the function has to be there, okay, for this to work. So the styling part, this one, so this actually now doesn't have a pop-up, okay, but that's I think three parameters that needs to be passed, okay. So this is the first parameter, which is the world countries, which is a GeoJSON file, and if you see it has the country name, right, the country name under admin, okay, properties, admin, and then country name, okay. So if we need the pop-up to display that, we need to give this, okay. So layer dot bind pop-up feature, we are parsing feature, so this one, okay, and then where is the country? Under admin, properties admin. So under properties admin, you get this under properties admin, you get this, okay. So basically if we save this now and reload, so basically you click India, you get India, you click China, you click on the countries, Russia, Kazakhstan, Libya, okay, so you get the country. So you can do multiple things from here on, okay, like you can add maybe COVID-19 details or some other API you might call, and when someone clicks on this, they get a pop-up along with some data, okay, for that particular country, or maybe the population, if you have a population API, okay, so maybe the population of China, you click on this, you get China and then the population details over here, okay. So it can be an interactive map, okay. So three parameters, style part, okay. So if I remove the style part, this is optional, okay. So if I remove this part, you get blue color, which is default I think, okay. So still the thing will work function as like that only, okay. So it will be working like that. So on each feature, which means on each of this uh, feature, which is actually on each of these features, okay, so on each of this feature, it is getting each hold of one feature at a time, so one feature at a time, and from there its properties, it is grabbing the country code and binding to the pop-up, okay. So binding to the pop-up, and you are getting that, okay. And if you give the color, okay, basically then you will get this, okay. So basically you can give some other color also, okay. For example, if you give green, okay, and you can give this, let's say green, or let's say black, okay. Let's see how does that look, okay. So you get borders, so maybe dark green, dark, or HTML color codes. From here I think you will get the deep green color, okay. So basically you can take this also, I think you can put it here, so put this here, and now coming back, so you get another color map, okay, and you click and you, so you can play around with this, okay. So hope you like this video, so thanks for watching, bye.